We have our Siddur tonight, and we have two song sheets, and we're also delighted because spontaneously the Ruach of Ahavas Chesed brought Yehuda here tonight, and we're delighted. So thank you very much for Yehuda for offering your Ruach and your enthusiasm, your Ruach, your spirit. So we'll begin with Shalom Aleichem on page number 5 in the Siddur. And we do have two song sheets tonight. So Shalom Aleichem begins, found on page number 5.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharetz, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Orchem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Zeichem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
It's always good to be together. Hine Matov comes to us from the Bible, and Yehuda's going to sing Hine Matov, and we're going to join in. Hine Matov.
Matzovu manayim shebetachim gam yachad Hinei matzovu manayim shebetachim gam yachad Hinei matzov yadadadadadadadadadai Hinei matzov yadadadadadadadadai Behold how good and how pleasant it is when brethren dwell together. Behold how good and how pleasant it is when brethren dwell together in unity, yada-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. In unity, yada-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Matzovu manayim shebetachim gam yachad Hinei matzovu manayim shebetachim gam yachad Hinei matzov yadadadadadadadadai Hinei matzov yadadadadadadadai.
The song sheet, it's Im Tirtzu, it's here on the song sheet, Im Tirtzu, Ein Zo Agada, Liotam Chofshi Be'artzenu, Be'eretz Tzion V'Yerushalayim. If you will it, if you long for it, if you work for it, if you yearn for it, being free is not a dream. This phrase actually comes from some of the writings of Theodor Herzl, and in its original context, it's an expression of that yearning for independence as a Jewish community in the land of Israel. And of course, he's writing the 1890s, the 1900s, and 1910s. But tonight we're taking it with a little bit of a poetic interpretation, poetic license, because it's the day after July 4th. And we never get tired of reminding ourselves of the sacred need of supporting freedom, of seeking freedom, of building freedom, of preserving and protecting freedom for our nation and our society. Im Tirtzu.
Im Tirtzu, Ein Zo Agada, Ein Zo Agada, Layotam Hoshit Be'ertzeinu, Be'eretz Zion, Be'Yerushalayim. Tirtzu, Im Tirtzu, Ein Zo Agada, Ein Zo Agada, Layotam Hoshit Be'ertzeinu, Be'eretz Zion, Be'Yerushalayim. Tirtzu, Im Tirtzu, Ein Zo Agada, Ein Zo Agada, Layotam Hoshit Be'ertzeinu, Be'eretz Zion, Be'Yerushalayim.
Shkoyach. And now we turn to L'chun Ranana on page 11 in the Siddur, L'chun Ranana.
That feels better. Lechune ranina, la 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 la. Lechune ranina, Naria, letzu ishenu. Nikad mafona betzoda. Naria, letzu ishenu. Bizmirod narialo. Lechune ranina, la 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 la. Lechune ranina, Naria, letzu ishenu. Nikad mafona betzoda. Naria, letzu ishenu. Bizmirod narialo. Lechune ranina, la 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 la. Lechune ranina, Lechune ranina, la 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 la. Lechune ranina, Lechune ranina, Lechune ranina.
On page 12, the last stanza. For 40 years I was troubled by that generation, and I said, these are people whose hearts have gone astray. They do not know my way. So in anger I swore they would not enter my rest. Harbaim shana kutz v'dor v'amar to elev avhem v'hem loidu drachai asher nishbati v'api im yivon el menuchati. And on page 15 on the English side, Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad, the many distant lands rejoice. Clouds and thick darkness surround the divine. Righteousness and justice secure God's throne. Fire goes before God, consuming besiegers round about. Flashes of lightning illumine the land. The earth watches and trembles. Mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, at the approach of the Master of all the earth. The heavens tell of God's righteousness, and all the nations see God's glory. Worshippers of idols, be shamed for praising false gods. All that is deemed supreme bow before God. Zion hears of it and rejoices. The cities of Judah exult as you, Adonai, pass judgment. You, Adonai, are above all that is earthly, exalted over all that is worshipped as divine. Those who love Adonai hate evil. God protects the lives of the faithful, saving them from the hands of the sinful. Light is sown for the righteous, and joy for the upright. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, and thank God as you pronounce. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai, vodu lezecher kodsho. And Lachadudi now on page 23. Excuse me. Which stanza is it, Yehuda? First two and last two on pages 23 and 25.
Chadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela. Chadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela. Shamor v'zakor v'dibur echad, ishmi'anu elam echad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shiva tifereth b'litila. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela. Likrat Shabbat u'v'necha, ki mekor havaracha, rosh mikedem nesucha. Say Shabbatila, Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela. Yasmin u'moti perotzi, yetz Adonai taritzi, aliyadish see the nisim on Hagila. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela. Bohui v'shalom atzer bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat ekhavela.
Remaining standing for just a moment here on page 28 on the English side. Please, these English stanzas at the top of page 28. Surely your enemies, Adonai, surely your enemies will perish. All who commit evil will be scattered. As a wild bull raises up its horn, you raised my head high, anointed it with fresh oil. As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady. For my ears listen and hear. The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon, planted in the house of Adonai. they flourish in our God's courtyards. In old age they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful, proclaiming Adonai is upright, my rock in whom there is no flaw. Hold univon beseva, dishenim vra'ananim yu, lahagig yeshar Adonai, tsuri velo avla tabo. And we turn now to the Borchu on page 39b. Baruch hu et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamavorach le'olam v'ed. We are seated. The first English bracha. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space. You completed the work of creation on the seventh day, calling this day from one evening to the next the holy Shabbat, and gave this day of rest in all its holiness to your people Israel, creator of day and night, rolling light before darkness and darkness from light, making day pass and bringing on the evening, distinguishing day from night. Adonai Tzvaot is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. El chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chalen olam voed. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Moment of silence on page number 40. V'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu l'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema, page 41.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levocha, v'chol nafshecha, v'chol meodecha, ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anoki mitzavecha hayom al levavecha, v'shinantaham levanecha, v'dibartaham bam, v'shivtecha v'beitecha, u'v'lechtecha ha'vaderech, u'shakbecha uv'kamecha, u'shartam le'yahut al yadecha, ve'hayu letotafot beninecha, u'ktabtam al mezuzot betecha, u'visharecha.
Adonai Elohechem emet. Michamocha is on page 44.
Michamocha Bahalim Adonai, Michamocha Neder Bakodesh, Oratei Lo Tosei Pele, Oratei Lo Tosei Pele, Malchutecha Uvanecha, Bokegam, Lifnei Moshe,
Malchutecha Uvanecha Bokeyam Lifnei Moshe Ze'eli Anu V'Yamru Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Va'ed V'ne'emar Ki Fadar Adonai et Yaakov Ug'alo Miyad Chazak Mimenu Baruch Ata Adonai Ka'al Yisrael. For the Hashkivenu, just a moment, if you look at the very last line on the English side, you see the expression spreading peace over us, over everyone, and over Jerusalem. Jerusalem becomes the lever upon which global peace is to be established. We say that every single night. You know, I've told you before, it's also part of the Shema on the bed. So we're actually saying it twice a night, that Yerushalayim becomes the operating system for bringing peace into the world. So turn to the other song sheet, which is a contemporary piece, but this is what's in my mind this evening as we're about to move towards the Hashkivenu, a prayer for global peace. And we're always thinking about Yerushalayim, the land of Israel, and our Jewish people. This is a, bless you, this is a contemporary piece, and Rabbi Sherwin has over the years become both a cantor and rabbi. So build her up.
Build her up, build her up. We're gonna build her up, build her up, build her up. We're gonna build her up, build her up, build her up. We're gonna build her up, build her up, build her up. Miriam's chorus after the sea. Build her up. Timbrels chiming in our people dance free. Build her up. Joshua blasted the walls and down they go. Build her up. We march straight into Jericho. Build her up. We're gonna build her up. Build her up. Build her up. We're gonna build her up. Build her up. Build her up. Deborah led the charge and the battle was won. Build her up. Building Jerusalem for everyone. Build her up. Gates of gold and hills of fire. Build her up. Resounding with drum and David's lyre. Build her up. way. Together we can build a better way. Hope and peace for all to see. Jerusalem in harmony. And it's all up to you and me. Baruch atah Adonai, bonei Yerushalayim. Gam anachnu leYerushalayim. Baruch atah Adonai, bonei Yerushalayim. Gam anachnu leYerushalayim. Baruch atah Adonai, bonei Yerushalayim. Gam anachnu leYerushalayim. Build her up, build her up.
The last three lines on page 45 on the English. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. And now we turn to the Shamru, and guest cantor Debbie Bledstein is joining us this evening for the Shamru, top of page 46.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים, כי ששת ימים, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. עמדתי ברכתי ומלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתמר ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל. Shmei Kedusha Brechu Leila Mekobachata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechemata Da'amiran B'Alma V'Imeru. Amen. Please, before we rise, turn to page number 50, page 50 in the Siddur. We're at nearly sundown, and in just a few minutes, Rosh Chodesh is arriving. We are bidding farewell to the month of Sivan. In the Hebrew calendar, Tammuz is beginning in just a little bit. And so if you look at page number 50, you see here a little paragraph which is nicknamed Ya'alev Yavo. And you see here about 4 lines down from the top of the page, on Rosh Chodesh, that's the red ink, on Rosh Chodesh and Chol HaMoed, we add this little paragraph. Rosh Chodesh happens every single month. It's the first day. In some calendarical reasons, and this is one of them, bridging seasons and also months. I don't want to get into the math because I don't really love the math, but it is the case. We have 2 days of Rosh Chodesh. So it's Friday night to Saturday night and Saturday night to Sunday night. But anyway, be that as it may, we have this Ya'alev Yavo paragraph, and you also see on Pesach and on Sukkot and on the intermediate days, we add this little paragraph. And why is this important? It's important because it reminds us that each one of us has the capacity to ascend. The capacity to ascend. That's what Ya'alev Yavo is all about. The paragraph is that you are going to ascend, and you are going to ascend, and you are going to ascend in your thought, in your mind, in your construction, in your understanding of prayer, whatever it means. But the Siddur wants you and me to ascend, to leave our ordinary perspective for just a few moments. And this stands out because not always does Rosh Chodesh coincide with Shabbat. So when Rosh Chodesh and Shabbat coincide, not only are we remembering the anniversary of the creation of the universe, which we do every single week on Shabbos, but now we're being called to send our minds, our thoughts, our perspectives, our appreciation to an entirely different realm. It's a struggle to leave the routine Friday understanding of tefillah behind and try to go somewhere else. That's what this is. And if you look at the vocabulary, you see, keep us in mind and keep in mind the thought of our ancestors. Keep us in mind as well as the Messiah. Keep us in mind as well as the descendant of David. Each one of us is saying that my thoughts are trying to ascend to an entirely different experience on par with the Messiah, on par with King David. So we rise, a few moments of silent prayer, the traditional text before us on page 47 to 52, and whichever prayer you choose to offer at this point within these pages, please take a moment and consider the Ya'alev Yavo in silence.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Ama Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Ama Tasim Leolam. Ki Atahu Melech Hador Lechol HaShalom. Ki Atahu Melech Hador Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Ama Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Ama Tasim Leolam. Beto Beinecha Levarech Et Amcha Yisrael Bechol Eit Ubechol Shah Bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Ama Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Ama Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. I don't think any explanation is needed. We all know this song, and I think we all love it. It's a James Taylor song that speaks to love, familial love, and in our case, family means a lot more than just your brothers and sisters. So. You can play the game, you can act out the part, although it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how do you stand there with your broken heart, afraid of playing the fool? One thing leads to another, it doesn't take any sacrifice. Father and mother, sister and brother, when it feels right, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. And things are gonna be just fine if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna get much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide, and this is widely known. Tell me, what do you do with your foolish pride when you're by yourself alone? Once you tell someone the way that you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna get much better if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will.
Thank you.
Zu der Ball gehen, zu Eulen, lo mir doch gehen. Kauf mir den misslichen Cracker Jack, will ich kein Mul von dort nicht weg. Mut die Ballspieler, es passt nicht, als man verspielt. Weil sie sehen, zwei, drei Steigs Neues bei der Baseballspiel.
Shabbat.